If you love painting birds but find feathers a little bit tricky, then this video is for you. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a really simple, effective technique for painting feathers with acrylic paints, one that helps your bird paintings feel more realistic without getting overwhelmed by detail. One of the biggest mistakes we can make is trying to paint every single feather individually. That can quickly make the process feel complicated and frustrating. Instead, this technique focuses on creating the impression of feathers, which is really effective and much easier. I absolutely love painting birds, and I've used this method in so many of my own bird paintings. In this video, I'll be explaining the process using this red cardinal painting, but if you'd like to learn how to paint lots of different birds, you can head over to my Patreon, Rachel Froud Art, where you'll find full-length real-time tutorials. These include this red cardinal painting, as well as peacocks, parrots, chickens, and more, all with full step-by-step instructions. Now let's get into the technique. We're going to paint the feathers in 2 layers. In the first layer, we'll block in the main colours along with the shadows and highlights. This first layer should be a few shades darker than the finished painting. That's because we'll be using lighter paint in the second layer to create depth, texture and contrast. Start by looking closely at your reference image and breaking it down into shadows, midtones and highlights. The shadows are the darkest areas of the bird, the highlights are the brightest areas, and the midtones are anything in between. Next, mix up 3 shades of paint, one for the shadows, one for the midtones, and one for the highlights. Just remember that all of these colours should be slightly darker than you think you need. Now, apply the paint to your canvas and block in where each colour goes. At this stage, don't worry about feather texture at all. Keep referring back to your reference image so you know exactly where each shade should go. This first layer doesn't need to be neat, it's just a base layer that we'll build on later. Continue blocking in your shadows and highlights until the entire first layer is complete. If your bird has different coloured feathers, like mine, repeat this process for each section. Here, for example, I'm doing the same thing with the black feathers. Once that's done, it's time to start on the second layer. This is where we start building the feather texture. Mix up some lighter shades of paint, then take a small brush and begin adding small strokes over the darker base layer. Start at the bottom and work your way up as the top feathers overlap the feathers underneath. Make sure your brushstrokes follow the direction of the feathers and leave small gaps in between the strokes so that the darker colour shows through. It's this contrast that creates the texture. Bird feathers naturally layer and overlap, often forming soft clumps with shadows underneath, especially on the chest and body. To create this effect, paint the shadow with the darker shade of paint, then add lighter strokes of paint in the section above. Continue this technique to build up the layers of feathers. As you move into more brightly lit areas, gradually use lighter shades of paint so that you maintain the contrast between the layers while still increasing the brightness. You can then mix even lighter colours and use your small brush to brighten the areas catching the most light. This adds extra contrast and really helps bring the painting to life. Continue using this technique across all of the different feather sections, keeping a close eye on your reference image to know which colour to use and which direction to paint the feathers. If you want, you can finish by adding a touch of very light paint, or even white, to the very edges of the feathers where they're catching the sunlight. This helps to make the bird stand out from the background. And that's it, a quick and easy way to paint feathers with acrylics. I hope this video was helpful and I hope it gives you more confidence in your bird paintings. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this.